Hey Tammy, this is Jessica from Peterson SEO. Thank you so much for speaking with me today and accepting your free video and helping me get it over to Brian. So today I'm just going to go over a few tips that you can apply right away that's really going to help with your online presence as well as getting more of those leads. Nearly 70% of your organic leads come from your website. So it's really important that your website be properly optimized so you can capture that traffic. Okay, so here we are on your website. You got a fun little logo here. You got click to call phone number. That's awesome. You want to make it as easy as possible for your customers to reach you. So good job. Looks like you have a separate page for each of your major services, which is good. You definitely want a separate page for each of your services. That way you can build content and around your keywords for each service so you can be found online. But you need to make sure that all of your pages have unique content and you're not duplicating any content. Google will penalize you for duplicating your content. You also want to make sure that every page is focused on their own keywords and not just your brand. What I've seen looking through your website is you don't really have any keywords other than branding. So that is a huge problem because people search for a service more than they search for your brand name. Plus, your brand name is also a national keyword, so you're going to get false metrics. So your home page here, well, let me step back a second. A website is ranked based on content, not appearances. So content is key and you need a lot of it. Your home page needs to have a minimum of 1,500 words or more, depending on what your competitors are doing. If your competitors have more content, you need more content. And you need 250 words for every keyword you're going to target. It looks like here you serve multiple counties. So you have a huge service area. So you definitely are going to need service area pages. You should have a separate page for each city or major city in these counties that have any search volume for your roofing services. That's going to be really, really important to be able to be found online in each of those counties and communities. Service area pages should be like mini home pages, which are designed to be a summary of each of your services and to focus on the local buyer intent keywords for each of those services. But please remember that all pages have to have their own original content. Now, if we look at your top competitor in Chico for roofing, right now, for Chico Roofing, we have Chico Roofing Company. Not a spectacular website. They have separate pages for their services. The video doesn't actually help them. It looks fun, but it actually slows down their website. They do have more content than you guys. Their brand is also a local buyer intent keyword, so they get a big plus there for going after that keyword. And they got some reviews. And that's pretty much it. So these guys are going to be super easy for you guys to beat. You're just going to have to work on your content and keyword strategy. Make sure you have more content than they have and really focus on those relevant keywords. And then you want to support your website with SEO, because a website without search engine optimization is not going to be found online. When we look here, you have a score of a 1.5 out of 100 in Google's Trust Flow, which means Google does not trust your website, and that's 100% based on your backlinks and referring domains. Not all are created equal, and while you do need a lot of these, you need to make sure you're only going after the authoritative links that are directly related to your services. It's like a popularity contest. So the more relevant it is, the more power it's going to give you. And Google only gives you credit for one backlink per referring domain. Also, you need to make sure that these are do follows so that they share the power of those higher ranking sites to help you to rank. But when we look here, we can see that you only have 6 that are do follows, which means only 6 of those links are doing anything to help your website. You've only been indexed for 32 keywords, and you're getting about 193 people to your website, which doesn't look terrible until you realize that it's all coming from branding, which are national keywords. So with national keywords, which your brand is, when you rank those to the first page of Google, you're going to get false metrics because you're going to get people from all over the country searching that term that are going to land on your page, see that you can't help them, and they're going to leave. So you do need to stay focused on the local buyer intent keywords. Your local branding is okay, but these other ones are false metrics. I would venture to say out of most of this traffic, very few were probably local. So you're definitely going to have to work on your local traffic. Even if you ranked this Roofing Chico, California, Chico Roofing Company, Chico Roofing, even those 3 to the first page of Google, that's 80. So if you only got 10% of those that landed on your page and you converted half of them, that's 5. So let's say the roof jobs were only $10,000. That'd be $50,000 a month just on those 4 keywords. So it is really critical that you work on those local buyer intent keywords. Now, if we look at your competitor, they only have a rating of a 4.2 with over 300 backlinks and 62 referring domains. Of those, only 32 are do follows. So you need to beat those 32 do follow domains, making sure you get more in quality as well as quantity. They've only been indexed for 137 keywords, and they're only getting 11 people to their site. Like I said, it's not a fabulous site, but the difference is the keywords that are being focused on are the local buyer intent keywords, so they're actually ranking higher for those keywords. So these guys are going to be super easy to beat, but you do have to work on the strategies that I mentioned. And then the last part of this is this Google My Business section or Google Maps. Your goal should be to be in the top 3 because 30% of people search in the maps and don't search anywhere else. So when you're not listed here, you send all those leads to your competition. Now, in order to be in the top 3, there are several factors, including your website performance, but the most important is going to be your citations, and that's the name of your business, your address, phone number, website, and listing those in a bunch of directories like Yelp, Yellow Pages, and Glassdoor. So you're going to need a lot more of those than your competition. But when you follow each of these tips I have provided you today, your website can be number 1 across Google for each of your services in all service areas using your local buyer intent keywords. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful, and I would love to get your feedback on it. If you have any questions, go ahead and give me a call at the number on the screen and we can chat. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.